Hello everyone. I have discovered my own way to level up characters in Legion Remix. It is fairly quick, most of it is solo, some of it you'll have to get gear outside of it, but we will look into all of this in just a short while. The first step, you don't have to be a warlock, you can be any class. However, being a warlock does have a very specific benefit that we'll be verifying in just a little bit. So just start your character, and generally you can just go directly to where we're talking about, but as a warlock, you actually want to reach level 21 first, and we will show you why. There is one specific reason on why Warlock is special, and of course we will go into the details, but the reason is Subjugate Demon is an ability that Warlocks have, which allows you to take control over a target demon. And there are some limitations to who you can use this on, but that brings up my next point. If you are new to the game, or if you've been playing Remix this entire patch so far, you likely have a very different level of experience gain. If you've got 400%, of course this is going to be faster. If it's 0%, it's going to be slower. But it is still going to be faster or equal to other methods. And I myself, I can't do the same thing over and over. I get bored. So I came up with my own way to level up, and it's been working very well. People who have been playing will know what this is, but if you're new to it, there is a heroic world tier which is separate from the normal world tier that has affixes on random creatures throughout the entire game. These affixes give them bonus powers, and one thing that directly ties into Subjugate Demon is Beacon of Chaos. You see that occasionally it will summon demonic allies in combat, and that's really pertinent to what we're looking at. So, as a Warlock, the first order of business is going to be getting level 21, as that will allow you to control the demons that we're going to be controlling. And also, completing dungeons is another way to get gear. What I do for my method of leveling does not include gearing up at all. We are just farming mobs, which I know is very normal and a common way to level, or even be power leveled, but this isn't power leveling, this is all solo leveling. So you don't need anyone else's assistance, and actually having someone else there can reduce the XP gain. But it's a really cool thing. I'm really excited to show you. I know I'm not level 21 in this video, but let's say you've hit level 21. What's next? Go to Eternus. He will have some quests just kind of telling you to start infinite research, and also to turn on heroic world tier to test it out. Turn it on at this console, and then from here, your XP gain is increased. Having heroic world tier active is going to increase your infinite power gain and also your experience gain, which is a bit more important here, by 500%, which is a huge difference. Alright, let's get started now. I'll meet you at Fellblaze Ingress, just northwest of Dalaran, and also it's in eastern Ajuna. If you ever get lost or take multiple trips, it's very easy to know where it is without even looking at your map, because it's just a giant fell tower in the middle of this open space in Ajuna. It's very recognizable. The first sneaky trick that I have found is that these fell spiders actually have hit points on them. It's not 1 health, and if you kill them, you actually get the same experience as killing a full mob. We're at 37% XP right now. We'll kill it, and let's see what we're at. 48. I have about 240% bonus XP gain, but you can see that we get a lot of experience. And these fell spiders, they're just about everywhere. So this is what you can do on every single class. You don't have to do it on Warlock. The Warlock part is a little bit of a bonus. The first thing I'm going to do is show you the time. My slash played is 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 30 seconds, and then as I continue on with this video, I'm going to keep showing you, but if you remember from earlier, the Beacon of Chaos affix is shown by this kind of fell spike glowing over the head of any mob, but in this case demons. They do summon these extra creatures, and as we saw with the spiders, we were getting a set amount of XP per kill. It didn't vary. These demons, summoned by this affix, actually give double the normal experience. So you saw 2800 there, or 2765. We are going to go ahead and just kill this demon. 4600. That's an additional 2000. That is almost double the amount that we would have gotten if I had just killed another spider or killed another creature out in the world. And this creature that summons these follows me around, and the affix doesn't go away, and it keeps summoning enemy demons. To get the affix to proc, you actually need your demon that's helping you out to complete an attack. These caster demons are personally the worst to work with because their cast is a chaos bolt, and it's like a 4-second long cast. There are a lot of Felguards that follow you around that help as well, that have the same beacon above their head, and they attack much faster. So I would suggest getting one of those if you find them. And there's one extra bonus about these demons too. They help you fight. I mean, they scale, not based on your item level, but when you find one, it's going to be your level. It's going to be stats that are what you need them to be to help you out. So if you find a creature with 15 million life, they're going to have 15 million life as your ally too. And they will definitely assist you in killing extra creatures, which is really helpful in leveling. I have found that usually they are second on my damage meter when I get to a little bit higher levels. I didn't really verify that much at lower levels, but they do help a ton. What I would suggest, and actually what I've been doing myself, is finding a fell spider and not going any mobs or anything like that. We don't want to really fight the creatures that are normal stats. And having your follower, your new demon follower friend, attack a fell spider. Attacking it causes it to be in combat and also causes it to spawn some demons, which can actually spawn more demons. It's really just a feedback loop that keeps summoning demons for you for extra experience, and it's actually really fast. As you can see just by my chat box, it has been 6 minutes, and we started at level 21. We've gained 4 levels in just 6 minutes. That seems to be really good for solo leveling and not being carried. When you can't one-shot fell spiders and you're still a low level, and then also you die to demons pretty easily, go get some gear. Doing most content is going to give you gear. Of course, killing enemies like we are is not. What I would suggest personally as a favorite is infinite research. You can get permanent XP gain, you get a piece of gear, you can find ones that relate to what you're doing, so killing enemies, using a specific move on your artifact weapon, and then also they give a ton of experience. One cool thing about the ping system, you can actually bind it to whatever you'd like in your options menu, is that you can ping where you want to turn on these Enigma quests, and they kind of make them obsolete. They're very easy now, saves you a lot of time, a lot of thought. I hope you enjoy that one. I went out, I did get a little bit more gear, and leveling is so fast. You can see that while I was queued for a dungeon, I leveled up almost 10 times. It was just crazy. But now that I have gear, I came back. I'm going to do the same method. I'm going to speed it up a little bit just to see how fast we can level. Just as an FYI, that took me 2 minutes. I leveled 3 times. It is really fast. I mentioned earlier that I get bored. I get bored of getting carried. I don't necessarily want to hop into a dungeon and have someone run me through. And in my personal experience, I'm not angry for the quick levels, I do appreciate that, but sometimes I need some stimulation. And this leveling method does sometimes require you to know your character. You also have to know how to heal, know when to kite, know how to stun, CC, know the different mobs and what they use. It's not as complicated as it sounds, but I get some skill expression, and that's something I really enjoy. And I hope you enjoy it too. I really hope this is just an extra little fun method of playing the game that isn't just so cookie cutter of hopping into a dungeon and getting carried or picking herbs and leveling up really fast. This is also a fast way to level. I'll also show you this very brief video of me scrolling through my levels. It's really fast. You can see that mobs are sometimes yelling at me 1 time or 0 times between levels. Usually each pack is 1 through 3 levels. Variety is the spice of life, and also sometimes the spice of leveling too. I hope you really enjoyed this method, and hopefully you spice it up sometimes and come out here and just kill some critters on the ground, tame a big bad demon that fights for you, and power level yourself. You don't need to be carried when you just summon a demon that is technically a part of you that is leveling you up super fast. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.